Coronavirus cases and hospitalizations.
COVID breakthrough infections.
Tonight, drastic measures to contain the Omicron variant.
Last year, I thought we'd be over this by now, but I think that was just hopeful thinking. December 31st, 2021. While 2020 brought trauma, 2021 brought fatigue. This year, it felt like I just couldn't catch a break, and I know I'm not alone in that testament. The beginning of the year was slow and rather uneventful. My New Year's card predicted that everyone would act 21 in 2021, which I think there was some truth to that once things opened up a bit. We continued to work from home and have virtual hangouts, such as self-care nights with close friends. Things seemed to open up a bit around March once the vaccine started to roll out. Shane and I went to Big Bear, where I saw snow for the first time in years.
Where are we at?
We went tubing, and just being able to breathe the fresh, cold mountain air was something I didn't realize how much I needed until I was there. The following weekend, we went to Palm Springs for my friend Kelsey's birthday. I've been friends with a lot of these people for years now, but I gained a lot of new ones too.
Ew, he's dead! He's Petco dead!
He's on another level. He's just like...
This trip was unexpectedly monumental, as we cemented a group of loving, beautiful people who I can call friends for life. We stayed at the giant Palmtini house, we danced, ate cake, drank, laughed, bonded, and Hannah beat us all at Flip Cup single-handedly. In May, we had more visitors. Carly and Emily came to LA to visit me for the first time. We also rented a cabin that overlooked the Malibu mountains and ocean. It was quiet, peaceful, and absolutely breathtaking. Also, Alex came to LA for the first time in a few years. We went whale watching, got photos, went to Laguna Beach, and just enjoyed each other's company. Alex and Shane are my best friends and brothers, and that will never change.
All right, bob your head, Shane.
In July, I flew home for my friends Austin and Jordana's wedding. While beautiful, it was tough. My friend Austin's dad passed away the morning of the wedding. I've never been or seen a more emotional ceremony. Bouncing from smiles to tears, and then back again, their strength is nothing short of powerful. While I was home that weekend, I threw a surprise graduation party for my mom. In 2020, she graduated nursing school, but because of peak COVID, we couldn't properly celebrate. Behind her back, I invited her close friends and family. We ordered a Village Cakery cake, which was amazing as always, successfully surprised, and ultimately celebrated one of the hardest working and loving people that I know. Before returning to LA, my family, Shane, Sydney, and I went to a Pirates game in Pittsburgh. We had Redbeard's wings, reunited with old friends, and reminisced about good times living on Mount Washington. Then we got a call from my sister, who was in hysterics. Our childhood dog Lizzie passed away. In short, Lizzie was one of the sweetest dogs ever, and it was a really, really tough pill to swallow, especially at the end of an already emotional weekend. The weekend of July 2nd to July 4th was the beginning of a really tough patch for me. Even prior to the wedding and Lizzie's passing, I already knew in that moment that the following months would be full of change and emotion. After 10 years of living with my best friend, Shane's new journey was quickly approaching by this point. He had decided the previous year that in August 2021, he would be relocating back to Pittsburgh. I knew that I needed to balance enjoying these last few months while also preparing my new adventure. When we got back to LA, my apartment search began, while also throwing goodbye parties and dinners. I eventually found my dream apartment, and I knew it was going to be perfect for my cat Pluto and I.
Bro, what are you doing?
Gonna check out Colin's new apartment.
Come on in, brother.
This is nice.
Shane spent his last week in LA crashing on my couch as I unpacked my stuff while he packed up his stuff for the long drive back. Then the day came where we had to say thanks for everything and see you later. For there not being any clouds in the sky that day, it sure did rain a lot. I love you, Shano. Thanks for everything. The first few months of living alone were surreal. The highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I hung out with friends, went to my friends Zarina and Mario's wedding, decorated my apartment, Dad came to visit, and we went to the LA Zoo for the very first time. At the end of August, I flew to Columbus, Ohio for Holly and Dustin's joint bachelorette and bachelor weekend. It was great seeing family, being there for Holly, and just getting out of LA. On top of that, I got to visit my friends Kelsey's and Emily's house and apartment for the first time. October brought pumpkin patches, Halloween parties in the valley, and my birthday. Shane flew in for it, and we threw a party. The theme was Colin, where all of my friends dressed up like me and won Colin-themed prizes for games.
I think I'm falling. She don't wanna ball like this, oh my god. Let's talk about it. I think I'm falling. She don't wanna ball like this, oh my god. She don't wanna go home yet, she just wanna stay.
Not good.
The last weekend of October brought Holly and Dustin's wedding. It was beautiful, and Holly looked absolutely amazing. Seeing so many of my loved ones in one place was really, really special. It was surreal seeing my sister get married to the love of her life as I stood by her side as man of honor. Holly, I love you so much, and I wish you and Dustin nothing but happiness. Before flying back to LA, I saw Shane's new home. We dressed up and gave out candy to trick-or-treaters on his front porch. In December, I flew to Indianapolis where I met up with Shane, and we visited Alex and Melanie and also got to meet baby Jack.
Hi, good to see you. It was so good. Can I say hi?
You don't have to be shy, buddy boy.
You can just go. He's heavy.
No, you're good.
Dude, hey.
He brought yummy gummies for you.
It's weird when you meet someone and you just instantly love them unconditionally, before they even really know who you are.
Baby.
Just a week and a half later, I surprised my family in Ohio yet again, but this time for Christmas. So, I flew into Marietta to surprise most of my family for Christmas. Holly and Dustin are almost here, and we are going to surprise them. And my shirt is really wrinkly because it's fine.
I didn't know my door was locked. Sorry, come on in.
Hello.
Mom and dance for a little bit and then go to church. What the hell are you doing?
Hello. I just flew in today.
It was a last-minute idea that Mom had, and with both of my grandpas having recent health scares, I had to make it happen, especially since I haven't been home for Christmas since 2017. This year, I flew on 10 different flights. I strengthened bonds and gained friends for a lifetime. And I moved into a place that I can call my very own. I also was in a music video for my friend's band. Check out Knocking on the Door by The Bites to hear a catchy song and see a familiar face. 2021 has been my hardest year yet, as I don't exactly handle change well. And really, that's all this year was. But I survived. And I'm truly, truly thankful for what I did gain. If you're watching this right now, thanks for being a part of my journey. It means more than you will ever know.